So here's our little chick, and it was born last night. It's quite alert and perky, and its feathers are starting to fluff a little bit. But look at this egg. It's been sitting here waiting, and I figured it was a little bit behind this other one, even just candling it the other day. And sure enough, one hatched, and this is about at least 12 hours later. The other one, if you see on the top of the egg, it's called a PIP. So there's a little hole in the egg, and maybe if we sit here without moving, we might see a little beak moving in there. I think I see it on the bottom edge of that hole. Maybe the chick breathing. I think. There it is. I saw a little beak. And they do that little, you saw that little garble movement. They do that. And so that little chick will take some time to get out. It has to basically slice the egg from that hole, and I think it's called unzip. And so it has to unzip itself. It has to the chick has to cut around the whole egg's circumference from hole back to hole, and I'll do it on the short edge because the egg always is in half, or wherever the hole starts. And so chick will use its egg tooth on its beak and kind of make a little slice, and eventually brace itself and push itself out with its little feet, and it'll be out. It'll be quite wet, and then it'll be able to join this cute little one. Hey baby. Oh, look at you. Is that a yawn? Yeah? So we're still at 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's good. And you're not supposed to open up the brooder during hatch because of moisture. If I open up this here to take this little guy out and put him under a heat lamp, or if I was putting him right under a momma hen, I would be releasing moisture out of the incubator because I opened the lid. So right now you can see there's a little bit of moisture gathered, but not much. A little bit is gathered on the top. So it's keeping a nice little bit of humidity in here for that egg to be soft enough for the chick to get out. And if I helped it, it doesn't help because it needs its time. It's possibly still absorbing that yolk that's in there, and that's its food for the first couple of days. And so it needs its time to hatch. So if I helped it, it would probably be a weak chick because it never did the entire process by itself. And so we have patience and we wait. But that's where it is right now, and that's what it looks like. So here's our little chick. He's sleeping. His eyes are closed again. The PIP is getting a little bit bigger. I don't know if you can see, but on the right hand side, you can see the, what is it called, a membrane in the egg. There's like a white papery thing inside that hole you can see. And there's two little slits kind of going towards the right. One kind of going up towards the right and one kind of going down towards the right. And you can see, if you look closely, you might see the little beak move inside there. Hey, chickie. Hey, baby. He's very alert. It'll look you full in the face. So I might be its mama. He'll be like, oh look, a camera. There's mama. Okay, let's see if we can see. Okay, I got a little bit of steam coming and steaming on my camera lens. There. It's blurry, but I did just see the beak move, so. But we'll see that hole get bigger, and we'll try to keep, be able to check every so often and see the chicks progress. They usually take a while to get out. I'm trying to show you the little beak. I can see the slits are a little bit bigger. See if it puts its beak through. That's what you don't want them to do. Don't peck the styrofoam, little guy. Okay. So the chick is laying by his little buddy egg, who is still just a pip. I think I've seen that hole enlarge. I can see something lifting, so hopefully soon we see the chick start coming out. It's gonna sleep. They're so fast. Okay, it's a little bit hard to see in here. I'm going to turn on a flashlight and we can see the pip a lot better, and the chick too. So once again, that red line by that chick is marker. It's just drawn on the styrofoam to show where to fill water at certain times during incubation. So it's pretty rare that I help, but this little guy hasn't been opening anything up for a very long time, and you can see his little, that's the back of his like kneecap. is there. So I think he was struggling. So I've opened it a little bit. Oh, there's a little beak there. So I'm gonna put him back in. But I think he was having a bit of trouble. So this chick has been hatched for a full day. And this little guy has been sitting with just one little tiny hole for hours and hours and hours. And he got bumped around in here. Little Mr. Chick rolled him around all over the place. I don't know if that's what was giving him trouble. And I usually don't interfere, but nothing changed for so long. I hope I did the right thing. I guess we'll find out, but hopefully the little guy is able to make his way out. So here's Chick, and the egg is moved over here underneath all the stuff, so we can't see very well. But the good news is it looks like it's zipping. I think I saw, see there's a little piece there falling off, and I thought there's that line in the membrane, and I was pretty sure I saw the egg tooth there, that it's slicing itself out of the eggshell. So it's being pretty slow for a hatching chick. Sometimes they're really fast, sometimes they're really slow. But it looks like this guy is on his way to hatching, so that's really, really good. I was getting pretty worried about him. Or her, hopefully her. And this one was sleeping again. So fast they fall asleep. So I just checked, and here's little dude, and the egg was there, and underneath here, check this out. Oops, where are we? Check this out. We got another one. So that's pretty exciting. Where are we? You sleeping? Aw, that's pretty fresh. So I looked a little while ago and it had been unzipping or zipping out of its egg. And after that, it hasn't been all that long. So this is great. So it's quite late and I am going to bed. And we're going to see this little one in the morning. And hopefully it's a nice, cute little fluffy thing that'll look similar to this one. But that's really great. I'm glad to see that baby hatched. That's kind of why I was waiting around to see that it would be okay. Wonderful. I'm going to take out the vent to help dry the chicks. And tomorrow they will be going into a different spot with a heat lamp once they're dried off a little bit. And here, this guy's still wet. The other one would have been fine, but he can wait with his friend. So this is the first that I've seen. Oh, here we are. Okay, this is the first view of the morning. So here's the first chick that had hatched. He's all quite fluffy now. And here's the second chick. Hey! Hi, baby. This one has more color. It looks like it's... Can't quite tell what color it'll be. If it'll be yellow with some striping or if it'll be a brown. Pretty cute, but it is darker. This one was never dark like that. He's sleeping again. So that's good. I will be preparing a spot soon with a heat lamp and food and water for these guys. So I usually don't help chicks, and this one I did end up helping just a little bit. It never seemed to progress at all. At a certain point during his hatch, it had a PIP, and then it did nothing for a very, very long time, like 12 hours. And so I did open up a little bit wider of a spot on its egg, but I still left it that it had to get out itself. Usually I don't do anything like that, but in the same way, every so often you get a chick that only gets out part way and it dies. So I was trying to prevent that, but thankfully it looks like little Chicky is okay.